Good morning. If your goal is to do the perfect push-up, this video is going to help you achieve that. And you might wonder, why would I want to do a push-up if that's not your goal? Well, the push-up is one of those exercises that we can do anywhere, and it doesn't get the credit that it deserves. There's a reason that it's been around forever, and it's because it's an awesome exercise. It's not only a great strengthening exercise, but it really helps to tighten and tone your core. And what it does is it strengthens the transverse muscle, and that's that quiet muscle that helps to protect your back and help with your posture. And so it's involved in planking, and I just love the push-up for so many reasons. Lots of people want to have sexy arms, and sexy arms start with the shoulder, and the push-up is a great toner of the shoulders and the triceps. So let's go over some of the tips in perfecting your push-up. Now, most people think that the push-up, just like the pull-up, I'll do another video on that another time, the strengthening phase is the actual pushing up portion of the movement, when actually it's the lowering down. So if you cannot do the push-up part, you can't do the push-up part yet? Seb needed to be in the video. Then you're gonna focus on doing the lowering down. So let me demonstrate, okay? All right, he wants to sit on my lap. All right, you move, honey, move, move. So I've got these dumbbells out for another part of the video. So to focus on the strengthening, I want you to slowly lower yourself to the ground, even if you rest there. And then if you can't push up, that's totally fine. Just do the lowering in as much of a plank-like position that you can do. So you want to be a straight line from the shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles. If you can't do that slow lowering with from the toes, just do the slow lowering from the back. And a key to keeping a nice flat back and in the perfect position is tightening your glutes. So you wouldn't think that the push-up is a full body movement, but it actually is, because you're working the upper body, you're working the core, and you're also going to be hitting the quads. And when you tighten the glutes, the reason I want you to tighten the glutes is because if you're squeezing your butt can't be in the air, and you can't have the saggy back. So the first step in a great push-up is learning to slowly lower, rest at the bottom, get up any way you can. This is a great way to strengthen your push-up. Now, some people have wrist issues, and the extension at the hand bothers the wrist. So here's a trick. Get some hex dumbbells so that they don't roll, and you want to keep a nice neutral wrist. So I've got to make sure you can see this in the video. I don't have my glasses on, I can't see that far. So doing your push-up on a dumbbell is a great way to keep the wrist neutral. If you don't have dumbbells and your floor isn't too hard, you can actually do the push-up just from a fist. That's really tough if you've got a hard floor. And if you're wearing rings, you'll want to take them off. Now, a lot of people think, well, if I can't do a push-up, then I'm naturally going to just go to my knees. And there's a couple ways that you can modify the push-up. Number one, you can do an incline. I got to get something. So you could be doing, the more inclined you are, the more you modify. So I have even had some people do push-ups from a wall, although that's not going to be too much of a challenge and your face kind of gets in the way. So the back of a couch, a coffee table, an ottoman, that's a great way to start to do your push-up, because it just modifies it. So doing an incline push-up is a great idea. Once you are confident to go to the floor, but you don't feel you can do it from maybe the knees are a little bit too easy, the toes are a little bit too hard, what you can do is you can widen your stance so you have that bigger base of support. So that wider stance offers more stability, and that's a great way to modify your push-up as well. One of my favorite push-up strengthening kind of protocols, and I've done videos on this before, is called an EMOM, every minute on the minute. And you might do 5 minutes of this, you might do 10 minutes of this, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna set a timer, and you can just set it on your iPhone for 1 minute repeats. Like just do 1 minute, and every time the minute goes, just start the timer again. Watch your clock and see how many push-ups you can do in 10 seconds. Maybe that's 2 push-ups. Maybe it's 3, but I'm talking perfect push-ups. Do one, maybe it's 1, and that's fine. Do 1 push-up, rest the rest of the time, and then do another push-up. So at the end of, say, 5 minutes or 10 minutes, you might have got, if you're doing, let's say you're doing 2 push-ups a minute, you might have gotten, if you're doing a 5-minute EMOM, you'll get 10 perfect push-ups. And you might not be able to get 10 perfect push-ups in a row because your form falls apart. So the EMOM is a great way to strengthen your push-up. It's not going to get you hot and sweaty, but it does help with strengthening. The last thing I want to mention about the push-up is that a lot of times people will do their push-up with just a short range of motion. And what I want you to do is do that full range so that your chest touches the ground or almost touches the ground. You're gonna get more out of the exercise, more strengthening, more toning, more belly flattening results when you work that full range of motion rather than just do the, small range of motion where you're barely moving your arms. So there's some tips to do the perfect push-up. And like I said, if you're wondering, why would I want to do a perfect push-up? Well, number one, it's going to help to strengthen and tone your belly and your shoulders, your triceps, so that you have beautiful upper body. It'll improve your posture and make you strong, and we're all about that. So go ahead and work on those push-ups. Let me know how it goes, and I will see you again soon.